Well, I would like to welcome all of you, school leaders, parents, and family, those watching on GITV television, and our bright young minds of Grand Island. Thank you so much for being here. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate the remarkable achievements of our city's sixth grade students. Each of them has poured their hearts and souls into their essays, expressing their love for Grand Island and their aspirations for our future. These essays are not just words on paper. They are a testament to the passion and dedication these young citizens have for our community. And isn't that wonderful? As mayor of Grand Island, I am constantly reminded of the profound impact that education has in our society. Education is not just about acquiring knowledge, it is about empowering individuals to become active and engaged citizens. And that's what these young people are all about. They're learning how to be active and engaged citizens. Education instills in us the ideas of responsibility, empathy, and civic duty. And nowhere is that more evident than in the inspiring essays written by these young people. In their essays, these students have shared their love for Grand Island, the vibrant community that we call home. They have celebrated Grand Island's rich history, its diverse culture, and its boundless opportunities. But what truly sets these essays apart is the vision they have for our future. These students aren't just content with the present, they are eager to make a difference and to help shape the destiny of Grand Island. They have proposed ideas ranging from environmental conservation to community outreach programs, from improving infrastructure and to fostering inclusivity. Their creativity knows no bounds, and their enthusiasm is infectious, and you can see that in their essays. But perhaps most importantly, they have demonstrated a profound sense of citizenship, a willingness to roll up their sleeves and work to create a better tomorrow for all of us. So let us heed the words of these young visionaries. Let us remember their optimism and their determination, and let us work together to build an even greater Grand Island. In closing, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every student who participated in this essay contest. Thank you and congratulations. And remember, the future of Grand Island lies in your hands. So dream big, aim high, and never stop believing in yourselves, and never stop believing in the power of education and citizenship. I thank you all for being here.
Well, guys, ladies, gentlemen, today is a big day for Grand Island, and I'll tell you why. We get to hear about your ideas, your vision, your plans for your community. It's also a big day for you, and I'm going to tell you why I know that. 38 years ago this summer, I was mayor for a day in the big town of Dorchester, Nebraska. That's a town of about 600 people, small village. And it was 1986, and we were invited, the sixth grade class was invited to do an essay on what Dorchester would look like in the year 2000. Of course, back then I thought there would be flying cars and all kinds of neat things that didn't quite turn out the way we thought as a sixth grader. So as we were going over your essays, what I appreciated most about your ideas, they were all very realistic. You had real plans. You had real visions in place. And as I think back to my time when I was mayor for a day, I appreciate it, and this is probably why it's a big day for you, bigger than you realize. It was the first time in my life where I had been forced to think about others, the community, how I wanted to make the community better for them. And that's what all of you did in your essays. You were thinking about others and how to make Grand Island a better community for yourself one day, as well as your peers. So thank you for taking the time and the effort. By the way, if we go back to 1986 when I did my essay, Grand Island was 20,000 people fewer than it is today. It has grown by 20,000 people more, or has 20,000 more people today than it did back then. So think about, by the time you graduate in another 6 years, Grand Island will certainly be even bigger. I want to thank Mayor Steele and the City of Grand Island for partnering on this project. I think it's worthwhile. I think it would be worth doing every year. And I also want to thank especially Spencer Schubert with the mayor's team and with the city, because he put in a lot of extra time, overtime. He actually typed out all of the essays, so they will be available on the chamber website so that the entire community can read the great ideas and the great visions presented by the students. Finally, I want to thank the Chamber Foundation Board. The foundation is the one providing the big cash payments today for the winners. And Kurt Hacker with Home Federal is the president of the foundation, and he really went an extra mile to help me out there. So I'm going to turn it over to Spencer Schubert. Thanks, Spence, again.
You know, when Jamie first came up and said, hey, I have an idea about an essay contest, I said, I've only been here 2 months, give me a second. But the last month and a half, I'd say, it's been enriching, not only to read what these sixth graders have had to say, but it's also been fun to see the community partnerships and the community minds of these students and all of the objectives they want to achieve by the time they graduate. I can tell you one thing, miniature golf and bring back Skate Island. That is the overarching goal of these essays, about 30%, and I'm not joking when I say 30%. They want Skate Island back. But what we're going to do now is actually go through and we're going to announce the names of our winners from honorable mention all the way up to first place. Our first essay winner of the day is Harper Bennett out of Trinity Lutheran Schools. She's an honorable mention, and in her essay, we had kind of a fun excerpt. I hope for my first job to be in Grand Island because it's close to my school and there are many great places to work. There are many job opportunities and many places hiring. Our next essay winner is Brianna Reyes of Grand Island Central Catholic Schools, also honorable mention, an excerpt from her essay today. There are fun events that come yearly, such as the Spring Carnival, the State Fair, and the circus. These are all things that I personally love about Grand Island. Something I would like to have in Grand Island, though, Barnes & Noble. It would be the best bookstore, especially for book readers here in Grand Island. Our next student today is Jillian Verba of Northwest Public Schools. An excerpt from her essay is, what I would like to do is modernize the downtown area. People spend a lot of time and money there, and I feel the need to modernize it to attract younger people. The mall remodeling is going great, but I would like to get more popular stores to gain younger people's attention. Our last honorable mention before we get into our top 8 is Kareem McGowan from Grand Island Public Schools. An excerpt from Kareem's essay, changes I'd make for Grand Island by 2030 is that I'd help people who need food, water, and shelter, and to make it easier for the homeless to get the help they need to build more homes for people in need. All right, into our top 8 now. Eleanor Cook of Northwest Public Schools. An excerpt from her essay. I also love how we have many types of public parks that are available to everyone. I do not see any reason to live in a different place other than Grand Island because we are not a busy town. Most houses and apartments are somewhat reasonable, and people are wonderful everywhere you go. Number 7 in our essay contest is Simon Gustafson of Trinity Lutheran Schools. Simon said in his essay, I would like to rebuild Skate Island, there it is, in the miniature golf course. It brings back more fun things to do for families in Grand Island, and right now we have to leave Grand Island to do those things, so it would be good to have them here again. All right, I've practiced this one. Number 6, Madhurisha Yuva Raju, out of Grand Island Public Schools. It's an affordable city to live in as well. Grand Island is nice. It keeps growing as well, and there are lots of job opportunities here, so it's not hard to find a job. Grand Island is the perfect place to spend a day or even just a few hours biking, exploring, and appreciating nature. Our number 5 essay winner is from Grand Island Public Schools, and it's Tenley Sawyer. One of the things I love most about Grand Island is its strong sense of community. From the annual Nebraska State Fair to local events like the Harvest of Harmony Parade, there is always something happening that brings people together. The friendly atmosphere and welcoming spirit of the residents makes it easy to feel at home in Grand Island. Our number 4 entry is Colin DeLate of Northwest Public Schools. Colin said in his essay, quote, what I want for the future for Grand Island is more places for youth to hang out and do fun things. At Island Oasis, there's a lot of room next to those slides, and we could make something great out of that. Our number 3 entry for essay contest of the year is Abigail Meyer of Trinity Lutheran Schools. In her essay, she said, quote, I like to think of Grand Island as a Goldilocks town. It's right in the middle, not too big, not too small, not too local, not too normal, not too busy, and not too empty. Grand Island is definitely the best town in Nebraska. Go Big GI. Our number 2, our runner-up finisher for the first year of this essay contest is Jacob Tyson of Trinity Lutheran Schools. Jacob said in his essay, if I had to change some things in Grand Island, I would make more things to do for families, such as an amusement park. An amusement park would be an awesome thing to have in Grand Island. More people would tour Grand Island and even move here. And our Mayor for a Day winner in the first ever essay contest is Saibel Reyes Almaguer of Grand Island Public Schools. He said in his essay, quote, the safety and well-being of our neighbors are paramount. I'm too young to be a mayor, and being honest, I think it's too much for me. But another idea I have of how to make Grand Island better is to strengthen emergency services, ensuring that our everyday heroes have everything they need to take care of us. And I'd also like to acknowledge we do have teachers, we have administrators, we have parents, obviously, grandparents in the crowd. These students wrote these essays as part of their kind of expanded curriculum near the end of the year, and I know a lot of school superintendents and principals have said, we are doing this every year, we can put this into the curriculum, right? So yes, this will be an annual essay contest, but at this point, we can go ahead and do some photo ops, and maybe we'll get Saibel to read a little bit after some photos, so.
The safety and well-being of our neighbors are paramount. I'm too young to be a mayor, and being honest, I think it's too much for me. But another idea I have of how to make Grand Island a better place is to strengthen emergency services, ensuring that our everyday heroes have everything they need to take care of us.
Thank you so much, Cybele. Congratulations. Well, that does conclude today's press conference. Cybele will be hanging around a little later. We're going to actually line up a day for him to tour all of our city facilities with Mayor Steele later this summer. So maybe we'll let you have some city decree. What do you think, Mayor? All right, sounds good. Well, thanks again, everybody, for coming.